We're live. I don't even know what's happening today, like literally. Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. I'm your host of the most WendyO, and you guys, we have an insane Cardano bombshell, and of course, some big Solana and memecoin FOMO. And we love the clickbaities over here. So yeah, somebody sent me this sweater. I like it. It's super cute. It's super cozy. I normally have a white. I have a white one that's a Misfits one. I like that one too, but this one is fun. So. Are these baby hairs? I don't know. They're just musty, dusty, crusty hairs. But we're going to talk about all the news and all kinds of stuff. And I hope my internet works today. Yeah, we got the pigtails. We're going to go lift today and get that. That's part of, I do lots of stuff for mental health therapy. I do group therapy and I do lifting and sometimes boxing and I work out. I do stuff, but there's some things that you can't, that will just stay with you. So it's hard. It's been a week. Unfortunately, when you make bad decisions when you're younger, you have to deal with those bad decisions as an adult sometimes. And sometimes sometimes you're around people and you make partnerships with people and have relationships with people who simply don't change. And that's unfortunate. And, today I get to do cool stuff and I'm happy to be here. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate it, but I'm happy to be here. I'm going to be counting my blessings. And part of my blessings is I don't have to tolerate bad behavior anymore. I don't have to tolerate lies. I don't have to tolerate not being appreciated. I don't have to tolerate bad behavior anymore. And one of the things that's most important for that is for me. I deserve that. And cool thing last night. So I got to go to a dinner last night. I'm not going to say who it was with, but what they're doing, I'm super excited for. I am super excited for, and it's in the NFT space. And I told you guys, do not sleep on NFTs. But that dinner kind of gave me my spark back because not only was it a business meeting, but there's some people that I care about very much that were there, people that have had my back since Lord knows when. And it's important. It's important to find your tribe of people. And it's okay to let go of people in the past that no longer serve you or that didn't appreciate you or that continue to not see your worth. Okay. And that's not bad to be cutting people out. But at the same time, it's important to take care of yourself. And if you're in a relationship with somebody, whether it's a business, as a partnership, a business, a marriage, a friendship, whatever type of relationship it is, if the other person is not reciprocating on the other side, it's okay to cut them out. It's okay. It's okay to establish boundaries. Like if somebody can't show you basic human decency and continues to lie and take advantage and think they're entitled to things, yikes, you just cut that off. You cut it off and it is what it is. But we'll be talking about that a little bit more because I'm working on my book and I came up with a really, really good intro thus far. But anyways, we got to get into it. We have 206. Yeah, somebody said, X Factor said, changing people never works. When people show you who they are, believe them. Exactly. You have to. So, and that's hard. I feel like that's hard. It's hard for women, especially, or for, I don't know. I feel like for women, but because we're supposed to be more emotional. Unfortunately, I'm like a boy. Is Tom Crown up in here? We love Tom. Is Tom up in here? I can't see him. We love Tom if he's in here. Anyways, we got a poll at the top. Do you agree with Charles H., Lord of Cardano? Why are there no gifts reflecting crypto? Whack. I don't know. But anyways, let's get into the news. Oh, good morning to Little D. One thing about Little D, let me tell you guys. I've known Little D for a long time. I've known Little D like this, and then I'll get into the Cardano news, I promise. I've known Little D since I was like 18 years old for a very, very, very long time. And he's always been a very good friend to me, very, very good friend to me. And he and I have we kind of have similar lives, like as to how we grew up in a sense, but not. He's a super cool rock star. I'm just a mom, but he's always been a good friend of mine. Like no matter if we disagreed on things, no matter if we had beef, no matter what it was, he's always been a good friend and he's always been honest with me. He's always kind of shot straight with me. And I appreciate that. But he's known me probably the longest. Outside of my sisters and my couple of children friends. And he's somebody I'm very appreciative with. The reason why is because not only does he communicate with me very well, but he calls me out on my stuff, but he also hypes me up. And when I do something super cool, he continues to hype me up on that. And I've actually never had, besides like my mom and my sisters sometimes, I've never had anybody like that I've known in real life and like a couple core people that hype me up that way. And it feels good. It feels good when there's people on your team and support you. So we rock with Little D. And we rock with his music. We got his guitar back there. But yeah, he's here. Anyways, let's go ahead and get in straight to the news. All right, first and foremost, let's talk about crypto. What in the hee-haw is going on? What in the hee-haw is going on, okay? So we have all these coins. We got all these crazy coins. Beam, this is a mining coin. Do not fade mining coins. Generally what I know, okay, so I know that this cycle is going to be a lot different from last cycle, but thank you for the hair. But one of the things I want to say about this cycle and last cycle and compare them together is last bear market, last early bull market, we saw the mining coins going off. And again, I know that the charts are different. I'm not trying to talk about fractal based analysis, but mining coins every cycle will pump. Okay. And that's what Beam is. Is it too late for you to get in on Beam? I have no idea. But TIA is up, Atom is up, Aptos is up, KSC is up, everything is up. Everything is up. But again, don't be sleeping on these mining tokens. Don't do that. Anyways, with that being said, taking a look at trading view, let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin hit our $40,000 target, and it doesn't look like she's done correcting yet. This is the daily chart. This is the daily chart here, and it doesn't look like she's done correcting yet. I do like that we did have a swing wick low to $40,000 Bitcoin, and then we kind of pop back up, and we're kind of consolidating above the EMA 21. I don't like the EMA 9 right now because that's giving us $42,000 is very, very heavy resistance over here. Super heavy resistance. I'm taking a look at the 12 hour. The 12 hour is showing some ping ponging above the EMA 9 over here, but it's still kind of looking like we might get some more downward action. And taking a look on the 4 hour chart, I'm expecting a move to about 38.7. I don't want to see 38.7, but that's what the technical analysis is telling me is, and if I'm wrong about that, that's fine. I'm happy to be wrong, but I would be cautious of that move. And the reason why we like to use a 4 hour chart is because on the 4 hour chart right here, we're able to see that the EMA 200 is kind of aligning very nicely on our daily chart with the trend line that we drew. That's in between the EMA 30 to about the EMA 50. Okay. So with that being said, this is where we are. We're here. Or excuse me, we're up here, but it looks like we might drop down a little bit. This is be a very, very volatile position, but at the same time, do what you guys got to do. If you guys want to know where I'm currently trading, I'm currently trading on phemex. I have a ref link in the description. If you want to use a ref link, that supports me, that supports the channel. And of course, you need to read the terms of services, and you need to not your keys, not your coins. If you want a trading group, if you want something that can help you, you can go ahead and join. You can go ahead and join the Alpha U University. A bunch of crypto OG trader guys are in there. They will kind of, talk to you about trading and whatnot. And if you're somebody that doesn't want to do that and you just want to invest, you can go ahead and go to Dame.io, and that's in the ref links also and on my website, but it's custom crypto 401ks because that's what Brian does. He's licensed and can do all the financial stuff. But anyways, that being said, let's get into it. And smash the likes, get them up. Why do I have 300 of you in here, but only 67 likes? Stop being ghetto. But anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So if you feel like you missed out, okay, and this is very important. If you feel like you missed out on the run up and Solana and all these other projects while we're dipping, this would be the time to consider scaling into things and looking towards your bearish scenarios to see if you want to start picking up additional alts or whatever that will be, okay? And that's totally fine. That is totally fine. Do what works. But let's talk about the Cardano bull shell. And doesn't look at Charles H. He looks all comfy over here. Cardano founder says crypto industry doesn't need Bitcoin to survive. And this is a pretty bold statement. Pretty bold statement. I think this is an old story. I don't know where we'll get this, but it's okay. So anyways, in an interview with Cointelegraph, this is Finbold. Whatever. Anyways, but in an interview with Cointelegraph, he says that the industry no longer depends on Bitcoin for survival and that it played a role in creating the industry. It's becoming less relevant as newer technologies and projects are born. He compared it to past technological shifts, and he pointed out Microsoft's experience with Windows. He said that despite once being considered invincible, Windows lost its dominance as the industry shifted towards mobile devices. He warned that Bitcoin could face similar fate if it fails to adapt to changing dynamics and technical advancements. All right, let's talk about this, okay? Because this right here, okay, I'm going to remove Charles from the equation right now, and then we'll bring him back in a little bit. Bitcoin is an older technology. Bitcoin is slower. We call it the dino coin. But at the same time, the original model of the computer is essentially still like the standard. Some of the original models, like it's still there. People don't necessarily use it as much as the newer models or even use it at all. But at the same time, it was absolutely pivotal in what was created, okay, in technology today. Just because you're not actively using something doesn't mean that it's invalid, because the baseline is there. And unfortunately, Bitcoin is one of the few real decentralized crypto assets, because all of these are crypto assets to me. Are they crypto securities? No, they're not. I don't think they are. I don't think any of these crypto securities or any of these crypto assets are securities. But Bitcoin is important. And if Charles is right, without Bitcoin, crypto wouldn't be where it's at today, but it is still very much needed. It's still very much needed because it's one of the true decentralized crypto assets out there. It's proof of work. You can be semi-anonymous. It's completely ungovernable as of today, and it allows you to actually own your own money. A lot of other crypto assets share those traits. They do share them, but at the same time, nothing compares to Bitcoin in that fashion. And again, like, I don't have a problem with Cardano. Like, Cardano is different, and I like Cardano, and I want to preface this by saying, got no issue with Cardano. So this is not a slam at Cardano or Charles or the Cardano community. I own Cardano. I own the DeFi and all that other crap, okay? So Cardano's ecosystem is awesome. And really, it's almost like Ethereum kind of wanted to do what Cardano was doing, because they essentially merged over from proof of work to proof of stake. And Cardano has NFTs, they have DeFi, they have stable coins, they've got smart contracts now, and they've got really cool technology. Are as many people building on it as, there's always these arguments back and forth, who's building on what, etc. It doesn't matter. I like Cardano. I think Cardano is okay. And I appreciate Charles' take on this, but I disagree with him. I think that Bitcoin has its place, and I think Cardano has its place. And I'm tired of seeing people pitting projects against each other, because I don't think it does any good. What's happening in our community right now in crypto is we have so much division. So much division that that's why public servants are going to completely destroy America. They're going to, and it just sucks to see. So I disagree with what Charles says respectfully. And I think it's okay to have different projects. Like, if we have literally one project, like, what's the damn point? I think it's dumb. Like, I just think that Cardano and Bitcoin are different. They both do different things. They both have different use cases, and let people do their thing. Let people do their thing. Okay. And where's my ADA? Where's my ADA chart? I want to chart this for you guys. I want to see if we can find anything sexy on the chart, because you never know. There's Binance. We'll do Cardano, Tether, and Binance. Okay, so this is Cardano and Tether on Binance. The reason why we're using Binance, because that was the first thing that came up, and because I said so, and I can't find ADA on my darn thingamabobber, because I don't know why. That happens to me a lot, because Wendy's all over the place. It's been a hectic year for me, and I'm very excited to put some things in the past, but at the same time, like, you could put things in the past, but it could still hurt. Especially the lies that people tell. That's the thing that bothers me. That's the real thing that bothers me, is the lies and the failure to take acknowledgement for their actions. But anyways, this is Cardano. Cardano did really good. We broke out over here. We got all the way up to about 59 cents. This is fantastic. One cool thing I see on the weekly is we had a swing wick low to approximately the EMA. Which one is this? I think this one, the 100 over here. We kind of bounced back up, and we're currently trading at about 57 cents. But this is a beautiful move up. And I bought Cardano in this area as well. I think I bought it at 20. No, I couldn't have bought it at 25 cents. I think I bought it below 30. I forget. I have to check. But taking a look at the daily, we're balancing really nicely on the EMA 9. Taking a look at the 12-hour chart, balancing nicely on the EMA 9. Taking a look at the 4-hour chart, we're just kind of like meh. So right now with Cardano, it looks like we're just going to continue to go sideways. I do think Cardano will pop off in the bull run. Wendy, how high are we going to go? I don't know. To be conservative, $1.19. I think people are like going to get pissed off at me with that. But like, I think that $1.19 can very much happen. Can very, very much happen, but not right away. But I do think Cardano will continue to perform well. Now let's talk about this story. I love this from President Bukele. We love President Bukele, okay? But he's talking about a volcano bond here. What in the hee-haw is he talking about? So, world's first Bitcoin bonds receives regulatory approval in El Salvador. And we're going to talk about this because this is a good argument for Bitcoin and its use case, okay? So basically, let me give you guys a little bit of a background. So I want to say it was Bitcoin 2021 or 2022. 2022. I think it was 2022. I didn't go to that one because I got harassed at the 2021 Bitcoin, and I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. It was annoying. But El Salvador President Bukele came out and says, we're going to make Bitcoin legal tender. Big deal. Crowd wars. Woo! But a lot of people got pissed off because they're like, he's this, he's that. And again, not saying his politics are perfect. I agree with him, but I like the fact that he introduced Bitcoin as legal tender. And then the bunch of the climate people were like, no, this is bad. This is bad. It's bad for the climate. He said, say less. say less. We're going to go ahead and use 100% geothermal energy from volcanoes to deal with the mining of the bitcoins, with the bitcoins. So they're taking energy that's natural energy that's already there. They're harnessing it into something positive. So saying Bitcoin is bad for the environment, leaving a carbon footprint, is it still even with the volcanoes? A little bit, but they're beating the US. So Bukali's a straight up G. He is a straight up G, but in a good way. He's a straight up G. Okay. So again, another good use case for Bitcoin. And let's talk about how this is impacting El Salvador. So bonds will be offered on Bitfinex Securities, a regulated division of Bitfinex. Bond aims to address sovereign debt obligations and finance development in the proposed Bitcoin city of El Salvador. Volcano bonds were announced in 2021 by Bukali shortly after he passed a law recognizing Bitcoin as legal tender. Yeah, I was right. So this is amazing. This is absolutely fantastic. I love it. It makes me happy. I love to see Bitcoin coexist with everything. Okay. Bitcoin can coexist with cash and your mom and your dad and your baby daddy and people that be lying on you and toxic people and positive people and happy people. Yeah. Elizabeth Warren she's a geriatric boomer, expired boomer. But anyways, this is fantastic. We love it. But let's get into the next story because there's a lot to cover today. So I got to talk fast. Okay, this spot Bitcoin ETFs are coming soon. How will they be redeemed? This is very interesting, and I don't know if I like it. Okay, so Coinbase is the proposed custodian for the BTC assets of some ETF applications. This is important, so pay attention to it. Pay very close attention to this. Okay, remember when I told y'all. So Coinbase basically got in trouble for doing the same thing as Binance did with the AML, KYC, yourmom.com, got in trouble for that. But they only paid a $100 million fine and Binance paid $4.3 billion fine. So again, math isn't mathing, but this is why right here. Coinbase is the proposed custodian for the Bitcoin assets of some ETF applicants. The CEO of BitGo is worried about Coinbase's roles in exchange custodian, and BitGo is a custodian that doesn't operate an exchange. So they have completely different business models, okay? He warned that Coinbase's dual role might lead to the SEC rejecting the applications. Also, most applications want to be offered in kind of cash, in kind instead of in cash redemption, selling shares for cash. It allows them to pursue a larger market. So what does this mean? So basically, one of the reasons why we weren't seeing a Bitcoin spot ETF approved for a while is because the public servants cannot figure out how to go about it, okay? Because when you're talking about a spot ETF, generally you're able, from my knowledge, and I could be wrong, you're able to redeem that asset in kind. So for example, for the Bitcoin spot ETF, people would want to redeem their Bitcoin back, not cash. So it was a big problem. It's a big messy ghetto drama problem that we're seeing here, okay? And again, the whole reason why people want or are supportive of a Bitcoin spot ETF is because they want to be able to hold that asset. They want to be able to get that asset, but have somebody else manage it for them and get it back when they're ready. So again, we're seeing another conundrum here. And this is because of the SEC's lack of actually regulating the industry. And we talk about it on all the shows, you guys. We talk about it on all the shows. We have 402 concurrent, amazing, beautiful people. Please go ahead and smash like. Let's get us to 369. That would be very, very appreciatious over here. Appreciatious over here. But see, this whole drama with the Bitcoin spot ETFs is dumb, okay? But anyways, analysts believe the SEC is likely advising firms to change their applications to do in cash instead of in-kind redemptions. I just sneezed. Excuse me. Cash redemptions also keep more users within TradFi. It reduces the number of individuals who would custody their Bitcoin. SEC prefers this method to stop value from leaving from TradFi. So basically, thank you so much, guys. They want cash because cash is a scam and they can easily control and manipulate cash. It's harder to control and manipulate Bitcoin because for the people, by the people. And what? But with that being said, just more drama from the SEC. They don't want us to win. They want to continue to take things away from us, etc. This story here is a really quick one, but this is a story from Italy, and the reason why we're covering it because I'm Italian. This is Sicilian. Bitcoin wallet Coinbase teams up to bring crypto to Italian banks. Cool, good for them. Now let's talk about Miss Ellie is back. We love her. New. While I was out, the SEC released an FY 2023 financial report. Some things that stood out. Ooh, the SEC under-collected fees by 50 million this year compared to 414 million last year. Improvement, but this means they're still not budget neutral, as Gary Gensler claims. The Office of the Inspector General is investigating whether the agency has skills and expertise to write rules for crypto and AI. What? That scared me. My life flashed before the eyes because the screen's like this. The Office of the Inspector General is investigating whether the agency has skills and expertise to write rules for crypto and AI. The SEC has identified crypto as a priority for rulemaking in FY 2024. So the fact right here, you guys, that the SEC, they have a budget of enforcement actions to do. How is that okay? How is that okay to be like, you know what? We need to collect $500 million in enforcement actions because this is what we need to do. You should not have a goal of money to collect for enforcement actions. You should only be going after people who are doing bad things. You should not be going after people who are trying to operate in the constraints of the United States of American Penal Code, the law of the land. You shouldn't be doing that. But guess what? That's the way our government is. And that's why I tell you guys to pay your damn crypto taxes, because these people don't care about you and they're going to come gaffle you up. We don't want that. We said no. We don't want it. But the fact that these people, that the SEC can't even figure out how to regulate crypto and AI, but they have a budget of billions of dollars that they need to gaffle up from people, that's for silly goofy. That puts me in a silly goofy mood. It's ridiculous. But that's what we're seeing happening. This is why we need to push back. Next, Binance CZ deliberately violated U.S. law, SEC urges. No, he didn't. I don't think he did. So basically, the SEC made a new filing against Binance. They said the plea deal announced by the DOJ undermines CZ and Binance's arguments that the SEC claims relating to Binance.com involve non-actionable extraterritorial conduct. Binance admitted that it chose not to abide by the law because it determined that doing so would limit its ability to attract and maintain users in the U.S. Also admitted to using a service provider based in the U.S. and Merit Peak, market maker owned by CZ, settled around 1.2 billion base transactions. The SEC alleges that Merit Peak also served as a conduit between Binance and Binance US since it serviced both. And the SEC also said that CZ sought to benefit the company while disregarding the legal obligation to implement effective KYC or AML program. I think that's partially wrong. I think when they were operating in the U.S., there was no laws and regulations, so they weren't able to do what they needed to do. And then they left the U.S. and then they got in trouble for doing it from like all the way back, which is really stupid and it makes no sense. These admissions further compel the conclusion that CZ purposefully directed the conduct at the U.S. such that he should reasonably anticipate being hauled into court. This is BS. Is BS. You know what? At this point, I think CZ did some stuff wrong, but I don't think anything worse than Coinbase. Anyways, this next story over here. Oh, what the heck? I can't see it. KuCoin settlements. Okay, so this was a tweet. This was a zeet over here. This is Johnny from KuCoin. I want to update you all about the latest compliance action KuCoin. Because the NYAG reached after KuCoin. They went after them because they're dumb. Okay, so basically, NYAG Leticia James sued KuCoin in March, accused the platform of failing to register with the state before showing users to buy and sell crypto. KuCoin reached a settlement with the NYAG and agreed to block New York users from its platform and pay $22 million to settle a lawsuit. Users required to leave will soon receive a message. CEO says there's rumors circulating. He always says check KuCoin's website for accurate information. So this sucks that it happened. People loved KuCoin. It really was a people's exchange. But again, the United States of America hates you. They want to keep you poor. And in addition to that, New York hates you too. This story is ghetto and this is crazy. Okay. FTX says the IRS demands for $24 billion in unpaid taxes is delaying the recovery of users. And that sucks. Like, I feel like BlockFi and Voyager went over pretty smooth, but like Celsius and like FTX is going to go on forever. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like with Celsius, they just need to wind down. They need to wind down. They need to give people a percentage of their crypto and just keep it moving. They don't need a business. They don't need to do any of these things. That's all they needed to do. That's what they needed to do in the beginning, but nobody cares because everybody that's on their boards for all the different things have just different self-interest. It's just ridiculous. But now with FTX, look at this. FTX says IRS demand for $24 billion in unpaid taxes delaying recovery of user funds. Yikes. So basically, the amount is related to income taxes, employment taxes, and penalties owed by FTX and affiliate entities from 2018 to 2022. How did the SEC allow this to happen? How? How could the SEC allow this to happen? How? Like literally, like the SEC literally met with Sam Bankman-Fried It met with Sam Bankman-Fried and met with all the bad guys, but it sued Coinbase and Gemini and Kraken and Ripple and Library and all these other companies. But you see why I get so mad at these people? And I have too much concealer right here. It's not blending in properly. But you see why I get pissed off at these people? Why I don't even want any regulation? Because all they're going to do is manipulate and lie on us. That's why. It's boring. It's dumb. I hate it. It's not good. We don't like it. And like literally the people from the SEC, and at my business dinner last night, I was talking about it. It's like, I literally want to be able to literally, quite literally, have a job and get $250,000 a year to do nothing. Nothing. That's what I want. I know you guys want it too, and you guys deserve it. Make sure to smash a like, get it up, get it up. We have 400 people in here. Smash a like. We need at least 369 likes. KuCoin should be scared. That's not fair to them. Gamer said, KuCoin was such a good exchange. Too bad they had bent the knee and kicked everyone out. They in fact did, but they had to do it because the SEC is ghetto, and we don't like the SEC. Now let's talk about Mommy Warren. Okay, let's talk about her. We'll just do a little bit of this because I did a vid for you guys last night, short. So anyways, she announced an expanded coalition of Senate support for bipartisan digital asset AML Act, and it closes loopholes and combats illicit financial activities using crypto, includes money laundering, ransomware attacks, sanctions, evasions, drug trafficking, and elder fraud. Elder fraud? There's more elder fraud that happens like with AARP and all these stupid commercials they leave on the damn TV. There's more elder fraud with all the spam phone calls and all the SIM swapping. So go after Verizon, go after AT&T, go after everybody. Go after these people. That's BS. That's BS. You want to know what elder fraud is? Social Security, because you lied to the people. You told the people that you would take care of them. You lied to them. You said, we're going to take care of you if you pay into Social Security. And they did, and you screwed them. You lied. That's fraud. Social Security is a Ponzi scheme, man. Come on. I coughed. Anyways, the act is basically going to extend the Bank Secrecy Act to wallet providers, miners, and validators, address AML gaps for unhosted digital wallets. So basically, if you have a paper wallet, you have to KYC for it. So, and I'm going to give you an example. You know, people can get mad at me all they want, but I'm going to say it anyways because I don't care. What happens if you're in an abusive marriage or an abusive relationship, man or woman? Because there's something called financial abuse, but nobody cares about it because there's no bruises, and there's all different types of abuse that happens. Why do I know this? Read between the lines here, bubbies. So what happens if you're like, you know what? What happens if you're a dad and you're like, you know what? My wife is beating on me. She's abusing the kids. She's doing this to me. She's extorting me. She's getting money, like all these things. So you just put like $200 on a Bitcoin wallet so you can have enough gas to go. Something like that. I don't know. But there's so many use cases to maintain privacy. So many use cases. And I'm not talking about breaking the law here, but you know what? There's so many unethical, horrible people in the world, and the law doesn't protect people. They don't care about you. What about the people that are in horrible parts of the world right now where there's conflicts going on, and these people need to flee? Because guess what? There's conflicts going all over the world right now. I'm not going to be saying this side is bad, this side bad, because guess what? There are people in these particular regions that don't rock with their public servants. They're not interested. They don't like it. They don't care. They just want to get out. So they have a Bitcoin wallet. They put some Bitcoin on it and they go. That's what Elizabeth Warren wants to stop, because they want to know. They want to know every single thing you do. And they want to make sure that you are oppressed and you stay down. That's what they want to do. And I'm sick of it. You should be mad about it too, because I'm mad. I'm really, really mad. People should be protected under the constraints of the law, but they're not, and especially survivors. And that's something you guys know I go hard on. But anyways, with that being said, she makes me mad. Strengthen BSA enforcement with compliance examination for MSB and digital asset entities. Expand BSA rules to include reporting digital assets and foreign bank accounts over $10,000. I'm okay with that. Mitigate crypto ATM risk by requiring address submission and identity verification. Why the hell you need somebody's damn address? For what reason? What was the reason? You don't need it. Identity verification, I could get it, but I'll compromise with some of these. But anyways, Warren has support from 5 senators, including 3 members of banking committee. Vote them out. And the funny thing about this dummy is she sponsored 344 bills in Congress since 2015 and 0 passed. What a waste. Could you imagine? Can you literally imagine? Could you imagine being in Congress for what? Like a million years? Passing or trying to put through 300 bills and none of them getting passed? You're fired. You are literally fired. You need to be fired. You're not doing your job. You're worthless at your job. I don't know about you guys, but if I show up to YouTube and I don't do a good job, y'all won't watch my stuff. But you should be still paying me a salary of $250,000 a year. If you work somewhere and you don't do your job, they fire you. That's what happens. That's real America. That's the world. About had it with her. Anyways, more drama to talk about. Okay. FISA Reform and Reauthorization Act, the biggest expansion of government in surveillance since the Patriot Act. I'm going to go over this really quickly with you, but basically they want to, the definition of electronic service communication provider has been broadened, and any entity with access to communication equipment like routers can be compelled, your printers, your microphones, maybe your ring light. This is basically the tick-tock. How about you get a real job? Hey, Richard, or hey, Dick. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. But like your printer, your camera, your everything, your phones, everything, they could take from you. And that's not okay. Because what happens if you're doing the nasty? Like, what happens? Like, what happens if this? What happens if you're in an office building and you're working overtime, you're working late, and your sweet baby comes down to come see you, and you guys do the nasty? And they find out because there was printers. That's what this is. That's what this is. They want to catch you doing the nasty. That's gross, man. They don't need to be knowing all your business. You see how problematic these people are? You see? They're so problematic. Who cares? Shout out to Cali Frios. We miss Cali Frios. We miss him. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year. And I think El-Id, but El-Id is happening later. I don't even know when it's happening because it moves around a lot. So I wish it would be in one place because I'm selfish and I just want to know when the holiday is so that I can wish you a happy holiday, because the holiday's for everyone. But anyways, we don't like this law. It's ghetto. If you don't want to have to worry that the NSA is tapping into communications at the hotel and the hotel where you're staying, tell your House representatives to vote no. I didn't even think about that. So let's say you're in a hotel with your man. For example, I'm going to Vegas this weekend. Oh, part of my eyelash. Look at. They fell out. Here. Or is this still a fake one in? No, it's not. But look at it fell out in the middle there. From stress. Anyways, but what happens if you're with your person? What happens if you're with your person and like you guys are like into like kinky stuff and like they get the stuff out of the hotel room and they find your business? Oh, that's privacy. Oh my God. I'm clutching my pearls right now. Ah! But you don't want this stuff. This is ridiculous. And this is all to usher in a CBDC. That's what it is. That's what it is. All right, this is Financial Times. Rise in U.S. core inflation highlights stubborn price pressures. This is stupid, and these people are idiots, and I'll tell you why they're idiots, okay? Oh my God, U.S. inflation edges down to like 3.1% in November. Like, oh my God. Headline, CPI figure hit 3.1% below October's 3.2% and in line with expectations. The core measure, which strips out changes in energy and food prices and is a gauge for longer-term inflation, stayed flat at 4%. So basically what these idiots do is they say inflation is down. Inflation is down. So inflation is down, but it really isn't, because these idiots told us that inflation is transitory and it actually is not transitory. Well, actually, no, inflation is transitory because it's a made up number. It is a made up number. It is not real, because food is up here, inflation is down here, and nobody can eat. Nobody can afford food. Nobody can do everything. And I'm not dabbing. I'm just here. They're liars. They're liars, cheats, scoundrels, and they're extortionists, not contortionists. Ugh. So I about had it with these people. I'm mad. And this is Biden economics hard at work because guess what? Is that election season? Is that grifting season? President Biden, if you're watching this, cut me a check. I will shill you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just channeled my inner Hotep Jesus right here. Mixing, where's the eyelash? So what happened with the eyelash? What happened with the eyelash? I am not into fandom. I'm not into fandom. I'm not, I promise. I don't care about money. The only time that money matters is when I'm literally trying to like take care of my daughter, but like other people don't want me to be able to take care of my daughter financially, and they also don't want to take care of her financially, but everyone's like, blah, blah, blah. So everyone's like, you're bad. I'm like, fine, let me be bad. Let me be bad. Let me be bad when everybody and their mom has lived in my house and everybody has broken bread with me. Let me be bad. Don't care. But that being said, the reason why there are no eyelashes is because what happened was I was using this eyelash curler and it fell out, and I'm using the stuff. So hopefully it grows back. It's been really stressful. I've been under a lot of stress, and I'm currently writing a book, and I'm going to publish it, and it's going to be a really hard book to write. I don't think you guys will want to read it because there's going to be a lot of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And also that type of stuff too is bad. It's scary. Anyways, next story. All right. We talked about this yesterday, I think. All right. We talked about him. Chinese government plans blockchain-based identity verification. Woo. So basically, we all know. No, not that type of pound. So not that type of pound town. It was non-consensual pound town. That's what it's going to be about. And it's all real. All 100% real. But we're going to put it out. You want to know why? Because the law doesn't protect people. And guess what? I'm going to tell y'all something. Before I go over this, I'm going to tell y'all something. My dad, God rest his soul. God rest my dad's soul. My dad, one of the quotes that he always said, it was his favorite quote ever. And I believe it is a Chinese quote, because my dad trained martial arts. He said, "You can take my life, but you can never take my confidence." And to me, that resonates with me so much, is because you can keep beating me down. You can take everything you have from me. You can take everything from me. You can put me back. You can press me in that corner with your body weight. You can do all of these horrible things, but you're never going to be able to take what's inside. You're not going to take my voice. You're not going to take my confidence, and you are not going to take what's inside of me. And that's probably why I resonate with Bitcoin so much. But anyways, nobody's going to bully me no more. It's not. Your eyelash is ghetto. I know it's ghetto. We know it's ghetto. The eyelash is ghetto. And we only have, I need 369 likes immediately. Don't make me get my little, don't let me get I don't have a whip. Yeah, rest in peace, Papo. I'm going to send you, Callie, something of my dad. Like one of his is really cool. But anyways, I forgot what I was talking about. That's the ADHD for you. And that happens. Okay. But the eyelash is totally ghetto. But it's like when you're stressed out and like I'm finally back at my regular weight, like the best weight for me to be is 105 pounds. So then I could start working on my like getting fit again and feeling good, because I have not been healthy. And on top of that, when you have ED, when you have like an eating disorder, so sometimes I starve myself and sometimes I binge and I do all the things. But we'll talk about that later. But anyways, let's get back to this. Today is an oversharing day. It's an oversharing today. Higher lows by a couple hundreds. Go off, daddy. Anyways, let's get into this. Let's talk about this. All right, so let's talk about this. And this is coming everywhere. Chinese government plans blockchain-based identity verification. So basically, it's part of the Ministry of Public Security, and they're launching a real DID. It includes real name, confirmation, personal data, encrypted protection, certification, private logins, business identities, personal identification, certificate services, and information vouchers on personal identity. Application will allow citizens to register and log into online portals anonymously using DID addresses. It will ensure transactions and data remain private between individuals and businesses. Side note, platform is being built by Blockchain Service Network. I wonder if they're affiliated with Prometheum. And the announcement comes after 6 Chinese social media platforms, included WeChat, enforced a mandate where creators with 500,000 to 1 million followers must publicly display their real names and any financial backing. Wow. That's scary. That's scary. Y'all know who my backing is. They're up there, my partners. Also, too, I wanted to take a minute to shout Squidgrow out because they're a partner of mine. And they're just like, their community is awesome. It really, really, really is. Like, if you're feeling down about yourself, go join the Squidgrow community. Talk to them. They're nice in there. Tell Mr. P I sent you. But Shib is great. The team is amazing. Like, great guys. Go in there and talk to them. Like, they're doing really cool stuff. Squidgrow is actually building things that you're going to want to use. They're literally building things that you are going to want to use. That's going to make your life easier. Why do I know that? Because I know things. Yeah, but basically this is coming to America as well, CBDC. Also, too, the campaign ended. Too bad. But we're going to shout out karatecombat. The campaign ended. We gave away a bunch of tokens to people. I've been chilling this to you forever. You didn't have to do anything. But yeah. All right. So what is this over here? What is the DeGods thing that's happening over here? Okay. This is stupid and annoying. Apparently DeGods are going back to Solana. It's ridiculous. And also too, Solana, this is some good stuff. You guys need to check out Solana, the cycle. I think Solana, I don't know if Solana is going to be able to hit what Ethereum hits as far as price, but a Solana is definitely a good project to continue to check out. People say, Wendy, you sold all your Solana. No, I didn't. I have a wallet with a Solana moon bag. I never sold it. I kept it. People were like, when all the drama was happening, like, Wendy, why aren't you selling? Because I keep moon bags and stuff because I'm not a dummy. But this is the Solana chart here. So if you think you miss Solana, maybe you want to go get some Solana. Maybe you want to pick some salami up. Ooh. Oh my God. When I go to the gym, when I'm done, I'm going to go to the Italian deli and I'm going to get a hero. Oh my God, with extra mayo. Anyways, Solana is holding the line really well at 65.58. I hope we correct. I want to get some at 51. I'll probably buy about 10 grand if we hit 50 bucks. I probably will. Why? Because I can. And I will. But Solana is correcting, taking a look at the 4-hour chart. It looks like it's correcting. So we might get a move down to about $59. It might not go all the way down to 51, but we might not even. So just watch it. But Solana is definitely something you want to keep an eye on. Solana is basically the new BSC, the new Binance Smart Chain, because it's so easy to do things on the network. Also, bonk is a Solana-based token, and it surges to become the third largest meme coin. There's a lot of different airdrops on the Solana ecosystem with the meme coins, with the coins, with all the stuff. Next, OKT token skyrockets 80% in 24 hours and was fueled by new inscriptions. Good for them. Sats prices. I want to say this is a Bitcoin ordinals. Not a Bitcoin ordinals. I get to say something fun about this. Hold up. Sats price is up 120% since Binance announced the listing of the BRC20 Sats. Yep, it's a BRC20 token. Crypto Gamer has been screaming at all of us to get into the BRC20 ecosystem. Everything is pumping. Everything is going off. Don't chase green candles, though, or be cautious. And in addition to that, do your due diligence. He called Alex and he called Track. He called Stacks. Pay attention to these projects for Pete's sake, please. I don't really want to talk too much about Aptos because I don't care about it, but I care about this. Oh no, where'd my gala thing go? I care about this. Okay, I don't care about Portal Coin. This thing is stupid. We got to talk about Go Gala. Go Gala. I'm excited. This is hype. And as you guys know, I'm very invested in Gala. I've been holding on to it. I have been rocking with it. I run, I think, 3 Gala music nodes, and I also run 3 Gala founder nodes. Plus I have a big, moon bag. So the future is music. Our music token is your key to Gala music ecosystem. Discover new sounds, own tracks, and experience unprecedented rewards. Okay. So I'm going to read you a little bit about this. So basically, Gala Music is used for the Gala Music for the all access store. Okay. And they reward artists and node holders with the token. Running that node, baby. Running that node, baby. Running that node. Woo. I run 3 of them. And it's burned through track mints and distributed daily through track holders, jukebox node holders, and it's currently listed on Gate.io, HTX, and XT. Also, too, you guys, they're rewarding artists. Let's talk about the Gala for a minute, okay? There's been a lot of drama with Gala. A lot of drama. I know, I get it. But this is why I moonbag stuff, okay? And with Gala, I had a moonbag of Gala for quite some time. And people are like, when are you going to sell because of the lawsuits? You're going to sell because of this? No, I'm not going to sell. You want to know why? Because I own it free and clear. Why would I sell? because I actually do believe in the project. I believe in the project. I think it will do well. And I think with the gala music kind of changing the direction a bit, I'm confident. And I'm telling you guys, music and NFTs perfectly together. And it makes me excited because they have the same ethos as me, that NFTs and music belong together, just like money and Bitcoin belong together, because they give the person, the owner, actual ownership. And that's what we care about. Gala is helping the people own their work. And when I talk about D being a rock star musician, which he is, been in the game for a million years, so many he's had so many opportunities for record deals, so many opportunities to do so many different things in the music industry, but they were so shady and they were so horrible and so predatory. They got screwed out of so many different things. And he's a good friend of mine. I support my friends. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so bullish on Gala music. And I'm so bullish on music NFTs. Because they fix that problem for people. They really do. Like, you want to talk about licensing and merchandising and catalogs and record labels and insanity. He's the one to talk to because he lived it. And they had the capabilities for NFTs when he was when his Seattle-based band came to Los Angeles and they were doing their thing. Oof. You have no idea. And so many other musicians feel the same way too. So we support our music man. We love our music man. All of that stuff, okay? Somebody's going to argue with me. Yeah, I love Gala. Anyways, y'all, I'm going to go ahead. I got to go because I got to make my second content piece. And WendyO is going to be lifting today because we're going to go lift. But before I go, I just want to say something. In my life, I have been censored in my personal life for so very long. And when I started this channel, I didn't know that it would get to be where it's at today. And I wouldn't be able to be here without all of you, okay? For you guys to support me, for you guys to rock with me, for you guys to watch and share my content and to give me a voice when people stole my voice from me, they stole the truth from me, and they continue to do so, thank you. Because I don't know what's there's so many horrible things that happen in the world, and I'm so blessed to be able to have socials, to be able to have platforms that I can talk about what happened. I can raise awareness for some of these things, and I can essentially help people as my trainer. But I essentially help people, and especially people that come from where we come from, to give a voice. Because you guys have a voice with me. If you guys email, we do our best to respond. But I just want you guys to know, thank you for giving me a platform, because even though I'm going through a very hard time right now, I'm very much in denial about what I went through. And I'm very much in hurt mode because how much of my life I sacrificed for this group of people for so long, and the way I've been completely discarded and mistreated. Thank you guys for giving me a voice. Thank you. And thank you for allowing me to support my daughter with my socials. And I can't wait for you guys to read the book. It's going to take a couple years, but it's coming out. But anyways, I'm sending everybody love and light. I'm just letting you know, if you ever doubt yourself, know that you are strong enough to do whatever you want to do in this world. And just because somebody tells you you're not, love and light. Bye-bye. Bye, babies. I love you. Thank you, Thomas. Be well.